Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have me, the Rhino, and we are going to drink a beer. Sorry, Rhino Jr. Today's beer is going to be from the Mill Street Brewing Company's Spring Seasonal Package. This is Mill Street's Madawaska Maple, which is 5% alcohol by volume. What do we have back here? Oh, I can't really read this out. Yeah, I can't really read that. There was a Madawaska street in Arnprior where I spent some of my formidable years, and that street was basically the main street. And my grandfather, who lives out in that area, lives in Renfrew, not Arnprior. He has a maple bush, so anything maple makes me have fond memories of my grandfather's at first. Now, if it doesn't have a big maple flavor, then I don't have fond memories of my grandfather. So we'll see how this goes. Beautiful orangey ambery hue, so a nice looking beer, very clear, lots of carbonation moving, off-white head, about a finger of it, nice snap crackle pop, visually appealing. Smell. Really, it's just like your average red ale, and that's about it. It just has some malty notes and nothing else really. Maybe a subtle roast, just malt and malt, sickly sweet malt, and a slight roast. Okay, whatever. Let's try it. Cheers. Wow. Joel and Steve. I know I quite often talk about how a beer does not have to be all that flavorful to be enjoyable, and it's true, you do not have to have the most enjoyable beer, the most flavorful beer for it to be enjoyable. But this is, by far, one of the blandest beers I have ever had come out of Mill Street. Now, is that a problem? No, it does mean that other than maybe the Big League IPA, that this six-pack is very, very approachable to anybody and everybody. The Big League IPA kind of reminds me more of like a Ballantine's IPA, so syrupy with a little bit of grapefruit and a little bit of dirtiness. Might not be approachable to everybody, but people that don't normally drink Mill Street could probably drink the Don Valley Bench. And this maple red is, the Madawaska maple is very, 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 very approachable. Light bodied, medium carbonation, tiny bit of roast. Roast sits through the entire profile. Bit of malt. A little sweet. Kind of, other than the roast on the back end, there's almost an unrefined maple taste. You get a tiny bit of maple, but it kind of has that burny taste to it, that kind of burnt taste. Not the sweet taste that you get from refined maple syrup. Kind of that earthy, burnt taste. And soda water, really. Back of the palate's just left with a little bit of roast and a little bit of caramelized sugars. And the front of the palate's left with a little bit of roast, a little bit of malt, and a touch of maple. Super easy drinking beer. Can't really complain about it at all. Can't really say anything great about it at all either. I mean, it's just super, 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 super drinkable, and it's not cold. I mean, for those of you that watch my videos often, you know that I keep my review beers basically on the cement in the unfinished part of the basement, in the unfinished, well, you can see the back wall, the uninsulated side of the basement, on the cement, right on the cement. So it is a little cooler than a normal cellar temperature, but it's not cold by any means. This isn't a bad beer. It really isn't. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't remind me of my father or my grandfather, other than the maple name. But there's a canoe, there's a maple shack, there's a maple tree. I mean, it should remind me of him, but there's just not enough flavor to remind me of him. So, the Mill Street Madawaska Maple. You know what? Whoa, excuse me. I'd give that a 6 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. I could drink it. There's so many better things out there for me to buy. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Go out and try this. Let me know what you think. The 6-pack isn't that expensive, and you get 6 beers, 3 different beers, 2 of each. And they're worth trying. Every beer out there is worth trying. I know, oh my god, they were bought by Labatt, I can't drink them. Try them anyway. See what you think. Thank you guys. Au revoir. A bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye.